no matter the location. From O-A-K-L-A to LV, I'm a Raider.
Raiders training camp news and rumors coming at you here on the Las Vegas Raiders Report. And today's show is made possible by my good friends, Panda Sups. If you are looking to get into shape or if you need to stay a little bit more focused at work, I got some products for you coming up here. But you can go to pandasubs.com/Raiders, and then you get 30% off and get free shipping. We did have a little bit of news go down yesterday, and then I will talk about this, then get into what happened today around training camp. So Datone Jones signs with the Las Vegas Raiders, and not really too surprised by this move. Rod Marinelli continues to show that, hey, I'm trying to get the gang back together, want to bring in former Cowboys to have on this team, and for this, I do not anticipate whatsoever Jones making this final roster here. He was cut by the Jags last offseason, so you're looking at a player that's just kind of brought in here as a little bit of a depth play. So here's the updated depth chart. I still have Hankins, Vickers, Ross, Mike Panansuk you could have in there as well. You can mix and match some of these other dudes, but at the end of the day, Jones is just a veteran presence that might really just try to help some of these younger players learn the defense a little bit more. So here is past 5 seasons, okay? 2018, 2019, played in only 1 game, did not record a single stat. 2017, 15 tackles, 2016, 22 tackles. You're looking at just another body that Rod Marinelli knew, and I'm pretty confident that Marinelli looked at Paul Guenther, looked at John Gruden, and said, hey, why not go out and get this player because I know him in the past. It's basically been what the Raiders have been doing this entire offseason. So yesterday was the very first day that the Raiders got to wear their new helmets, and hey, they look good. I love this picture here from Derek Carr, looking good in the red jersey as well. John Gruden talking to all the guys, and I'm upset because, we don't have preseason games. I missed the preseason hype. Also, last offseason with Hard Knocks, we got even more hype around it. So I'm kind of fiending for some Raiders pictures, for some Raiders videos. This last one, I absolutely love. But you know what I love probably the most? There's no helmet drama this year. So Raider Nation, y'all know what to do. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. And I need you right now to start typing FAB. I need to get 300 FABs on this video. I made a challenge with Tom. He said I couldn't do it. I need 300 FABs. I think we can get up to 600. Heck, I think we can even get 900 FABs. So let's now go through some notable players that didn't practice today. Josh Jacobs, Trent Brown, 2 straight days just resting. Josh spoke a little bit yesterday about him just wanting to rest up. His shoulder is fully healthy. Jason Witten, I guess when you're 36, 37 years old, you do need to rest. Rod Smith, Maxx Crosby, they are still on the COVID-19 list. Though Cleveland Ferrell did come out to say that he talked to Maxx earlier in the day and said that he's feeling 100% healthy. Can't wait to get back out on the field with his guys. So before I give out the Chucky heads here, before I get into the latest rumors, I do want to remind you we do a lot of news and we do live shows as well every single Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Pacific. So if you haven't already, please hit that sub button. And if you need a little cherry on top, we're going to be doing a giveaway. Heck, we're going to be giving away a lot of things on the next live show. So if you are subscribed, you have a chance to win. If you're not subbed and you're not watching next week's live show on Tuesday, you have a 0% zero Chucky head chance of winning. So please hit that subscribe button. The best offseason addition, Maliek Collins. This is according to Paul Guenther. I'm going to give this one only 1 Chucky head, and I think it's a small shred of truth. This is the time of the year that it is just full-on hype train season. And if you've been watching the Raiders Report, you'll know that the Maliek Collins hype train is full steam ahead. Choo, choo, choo. Type that down there. My only thing is this. John Gruden has been talking a lot about Maliek. He said that he's going to be the key on the defense. Now you have Guenther coming out saying that he's the best offseason addition. I like Maliek Collins a lot. He's going to be able to give you some good numbers at the defensive tackle position, at least getting after the quarterback. My only thing is, though, what happened to Corey Littleton? What happened to Nick Witkowski? Or if you are including the players that you drafted, Henry Ruggs. I am excited about Collins, but I am going to pump my brakes. That's why I'm going to give it only 1 Chucky head. So I'm going to make this the pinned comment on today's video. Who is the Raiders' best offseason addition this year? If you want to include the players drafted, if you want to include the players in free agency, That's what I want you to do. So scroll on down, and please let me know. Josh Jacobs next up here, and is he going to have 60 catches this upcoming season? I love Josh, and I am excited to see what he can do. But sorry, homie, pump the brakes, tuck rule, tuck that. He was interviewed yesterday, and he said that he's looking for at least 60 catches in 2020. Absolutely love the confidence. I would absolutely draft him in the first round of fantasy football drafts. If he does have 60 catches, you can make the argument as a top 5 pick. However, there's just too many mouths to feed on this Raiders offense. And even if he's, let's say, the 4th, 5th option, I don't anticipate him getting 60 catches because he had only 20 last year. And sure, a lot of times you'll see a rookie running back come into the league. They don't have as many receptions right away. Go back and look at numbers like Todd Gurley. He's a perfect example of that. But if I'm really going to put my money on which running back I think is going to have 60 catches, I'll put it on Jalen Richard, a player who's, well, already done it. In fact, there's been only 4 running backs in Raiders history to ever have over 60 catches. Jalen did do that back in 2018. But again, if I'm going to put even more money, is Josh going to have more receptions than Lynn Bowden? I think so, but still, more mouths to feed. So how many catches do y'all think Josh Jacobs is going to have this upcoming season? Last year he saw 27 targets and brought in 20 catches. In college, in his 3-year career at Alabama, 48 catches. Love the hype train. Super excited. I think he's the best player on our offense, also counting Rodney Hudson. But seriously, how many catches for Josh Jacobs this upcoming season? So when I'm at work, sometimes I need to focus. And I don't know about you, I hit that 2 p.m., 3 p.m. crash. Instantly, I do this. Take a scoop of nootropics from Panda Sups. And if you're like me and you get tired, hey, we got you covered. All you got to do to get nootropics, go to pandasups.com. Use code Raiders at checkout. You're going to be able to save 30% off. It's going to help you focus. It's also going to help you remember, and it's going to give you some extra energy. With the deal that we have provided, I'll put the link in the comments. It'll also be below the video. You can save 30%, $44.99. That gets cut down to $31.50. Shout out to Panda Subs for sponsoring today's show. Nelson Agholor, you're next up here on the list. And is he pressing at camp for Chucky Heads? Believe it, baby. This one is from John Gruden, and it's not just from Gruden. It's from all the offensive coaches, Paul Gunther included here. Or Greg Olson included here. Losing my mind. Maybe I need to take more nootropics so I can focus. This one's for Chucky Heads, though, because Gruden has really, really been hyping up Agholor. And when you see the fact that he's been hyping him up, it does get me excited. They signed him to a 1-year, $1.05 million deal, and he goes on to say that he was a high pick for a reason. So I'm going to hit you here with a few quotes from Gruden on Agholor. He's a good player. You can pick up the Philadelphia Inquirer because Gruden also knows that it's not easy to make it in Philly. This quote is the perfect example of that. The other reason why I really do believe that Gruden wanted him, he's a winner. Look at this quote here. He caught 8 or 9 passes in a Super Bowl and won a Super Bowl. So he's a world champion, great person, and as I've been saying for a long time, don't be surprised if he returns punts. That is the exact quote there from John Gruden. You're going to see Agholor get some time out at wide receiver, but the real reason why the Raiders wanted to add him was for the help there on special teams. I know they have Jalen Richard, but don't be surprised, again, if you do see Nelson Agholor go out and return some punts, maybe even some kick returns too. So I have a question. How many receptions is Agholor going to have this upcoming season? You can see all his stats right here, okay? I'm going to give you these, okay? So receiving yards, my bad. How many receiving yards for Agholor in 2020? After this YouTube ad break, I'm going to give you my exact prediction. Targets, yards, receptions, and touchdowns for Nelson this upcoming season. I'm going to go with 46 targets, 28 catches, 308 yards, 2 touchdowns. If you were looking for a bigger number, I'm sorry to disappoint you. Last season, the player who is 5th on the team in targets had about 30 catches, and that's what I anticipate this upcoming season. A lot of mouths to feed. Look for Brian Edwards as well, who's been creating a lot of hype. I'm excited to see what he can do, but if you think I'm a little too low, hey, you can yell at me. I'm on IG. Y'all know where to find me. Let's go to another wide receiver here, Tyrell Williams, and is he finally healthy? I would love to be able to give this for Chucky Heads. He would probably say that he is 100% healthy. However, I am going to give it only 3 Chucky Heads, and I think it's pretty likely. I'm going to say he's 90% healthy at this point. if you have been a subscriber, if you have been a watcher, you would know that when I interviewed Tyrell, he talked about his plantar fasciitis and how it's been such a long process. Today, Paul Gutierrez of ESPN interviewed Tyrell, asked him how his feet were feeling. He said the feet are feeling a lot better, but this is a lingering issue. So his first 5 games of last year, Tyrell was no doubt the number 1 receiver for this team. 5 touchdowns in 5 games. But then as soon as the injuries start to hit him, he started to slow down. You saw the production slow down. My bottom line is this. If Tyrell can be 100% healthy with all the additions that the Raiders made in the offseason, look for Derek Carr to have a pretty solid upcoming year. But this is hype train season, and I know the hype around Bryan Edwards is very, very real right now. I can see it on Twitter. I can see it on Instagram. I'm pretty sure if you go on Twitter right now, the top 3 receivers in the NFL are like this: Bryan Edwards, Michael Thomas, DeAndre Hopkins. But hey, what do I know? I just follow a lot of people that do Raiders coverage. I'm hyped up on today's episode because it's made possible by Panda Sups. When I'm at work, I take the Nootropics. As soon as I get off work, I head straight to the gym, and I take sometimes 2 scoops of their awesome pre-workout. If you're trying to get the most out of your workout, if you're trying to get the most gain possible, you're trying to put on weight like Cleveland Furl, I'm telling you right now, Panda Sups, it's going to help you do that. Take advantage of the deal we got going on with them right now. 30% off at pandasups.com/Raiders, or you can use code Raiders at checkout, whatever one's easier for you. That deal goes from $54.99, cut that all the way down to $38.50. The natural is for the people who maybe you want to stay a little bit more natural, no artificial flavoring, no artificial colors. I personally am a big, big believer in all their products. The last rumor here on today's show is from Colin Cowherd, and I'm going to give it only one Chucky. I think it's a small shred of truth because I think Derek Carr is going to end up playing the entire 16-game season. But I will say this: if the Raiders start out 2-6 or 1-5 like Colin Cowherd predicted, then yeah, I'm going to probably give this one 4 Chucky heads. Believe it, baby. But on the predication that I think the Raiders are going to come out, play a lot better football. I think they're going to win at least 2 out of their first 4 games. You could see maybe them take another one away from the Bills. But for Colin to come out and say that he has no confidence whatsoever in this team because a lot of the moves that they made, because they have a lot of young players inserted in right away, I agree with the fact that, yes, you have a lot of new faces and you have a lot of new players being inserted. I don't agree with, though, the 2-6, 1-5 start. Y'all can check out how many games I think the Raiders are going to win. That video is already up on the channel. But I do know that Gruden has a lot of confidence in Mariota. It's why they went out and signed him. Colin wants to play the whole narrative that everyone else plays, where Gruden and Derek Carr, they don't get along, even though Derek continues to say, yes, we get along. And even though Mike Mayock and John Gruden say, yes, we like Derek Carr. But this is what Gruden had to say on Mariota, because I do know this: there is a lot of confidence in him there. I've been impressed. The number one thing with Marcus was to get healthy. He had a shoulder problem and ankle problem, so it's real credit to him to get his injury rehab done during the entire social distancing. The one thing that really Colin hits on here, and I do think it makes a good point, the Raiders did pay Marcus Mariota $7.5 million this season, and he can make up to $37.5 in incentives. Now, do I think that that's going to happen? No. I do think Carr is going to be able to get it done. I do think that Carr is going to be able to really show that he is the quarterback. But the rumors are never going to go away, so I'm going to ask this question right before I leave, so don't get mad at me. Will Mariota start a game this season? Y for yes, or N for no. Raider Nation, what's going on? Is this the #1 Raiders channel on YouTube? For Chucky heads, believe it, baby. And if you haven't already, subscribe right here. I'm giving you Chucky heads, news, rumors, Raider Nation rumors. And look at this, I'm making your life easier. Check out my next video. Thanks for watching, and go Raiders.